You give, and you give. This tax season, you get with Straight Talk Wireless. You get unlimited data. You get America's most reliable 5G network. You get a Samsung Galaxy A14 on them, and you are 2 doors down.
Oh no, I'm here for the free phone.
Yeah. Turn your tax refund into a U-Fund. Switch to Straight Talk for plans starting as low as $25 a line. Find us at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
I'm with this year's CMT Music Awards host, Miss Kelsey Ballerini. And this is an ET exclusive.
Yes, darling.
We've got your country music sneak peek tomorrow. Now, before we go, this year will mark the 25th anniversary of the talented Mr. Ripley. And now the classic is getting the drama series treatment. Danny Directo with the stars at the Ripley premiere. See y'all tomorrow. Take care now.
What was it like playing opposite Dakota, especially as frenemies?
Dakota is one of the most fun people you could possibly encounter. I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's very unlike his character, thank goodness.
Andrew Scott is the new Matt Damon. Dakota Fanning takes on Gwyneth Paltrow's role in the TV noir take, streaming now on Netflix.
We are so lucky that we are friends in real life.
Now, speaking of co-stars who are friends, this year marks 20 years since Man.
Happening now.
A mother and child's lives end here beneath the wheels of a car. I'll tell you why neighbors say police patrols have long been needed on this street.
It is the letter that most Bexar County property owners dread, our appraisals. So will the rates continue to go up, or will there be a little relief? We've got the scoop on what you can expect.
Noticeable changes into the weekend with some dampness and reduced visibility included. We'll get into that, our next chance of rain, and of course, the all-important Eclipse cloud forecast. The news at 5 starts right now.
And first at 5, sad but not surprised. That's the reaction from some to a crash that killed a mother and her 5-year-old son. We first told you about this as breaking news last night at 10.
Today, neighbors told us it's common to see people driving recklessly along Stone Oak Parkway where the mother and child were hit. Our Katrina Weber tells us the driver in this case accused of being intoxicated.
The damage done to this car may be added up in dollars and cents, but the lives lost in this crash make no sense to some people who live nearby.
Very sad, very unfortunate.
This man who wanted to hide his face heard the crash after 8 last night from his apartment on Stone Oak Parkway, west of Highway 281. He says he walked outside and saw neighbors around the wrecked car, then noticed 39-year-old Vanessa Ramos and her 5-year-old son, Solomon Lopez, on the ground down the street.
The people that were talking to the driver, they didn't know, so that means the driver didn't know that he hit the mom and baby.
Police arrested the driver, 56-year-old Marlon Daniels, on charges of intoxication manslaughter. They say he hit and killed the two, the child in a stroller, as they walked not far from their home. These markings on the ground show this is the point where Ramos and her child were hit. And this green paint shows the path the car took as it came across the sidewalk, somehow missing this hydrant and those trees. People in the area today were sad about the deaths, but not surprised about the crash. State Department of Transportation figures show 8 other alcohol-related crashes along the street since January of last year, and 24 others related to speeding.
We hear the motors like every day coming down Stone Oak Parkway. So hopefully after all this, we'll start getting some more patrols.
Neighbors say they'll welcome any changes that might prevent this type of death and destruction in the future. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
He has been missing 1 month today. A candlelight vigil is set to begin in less than an hour for Caleb Harris. The Texas A&M Corpus Christi student from New Braunfels disappeared on March 4th.
And Caleb's loved ones coming together this evening with hopes of finding him. John Paul Barajas live in New Braunfels as people start gathering for tonight's events. John Paul.
Steve, Myra, we're just about an hour away from when this vigil was supposed to start here at Landa Park in New Braunfels, but the setup has already begun, and we're expecting a very large crowd of support for Caleb Harris. And this bizarre case, according to Corpus Christi police, Harris was with friends for a majority of the evening, March 3rd. They say he was hanging out with roommates at their off-campus apartment on the 1900 block of Ennis-Jocelyn Road in Corpus. Police say around 2:20 in the morning on the 4th, Harris's roommates said they were going to bed, and Harris told them he was going to order Uber Eats for his school lunch later that day. At 3:03, he sent a friend a picture of a small bridge over a drainage ditch just a few hundred feet away from his complex. By 3:12, his phone was turned off and no one has heard from him or seen him since. Coming up, we'll take you live through the vigil at 6 o'clock. We also hope to hear from Harris's loved ones on how they're holding up and what's next for them. In New Braunfels, John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
All right, John Paul, thank you. A drive-by shooting early this morning sent a 13-year-old boy to a hospital, and now police are trying to find out who pulled that trigger. That shooting happened around 5:30 a.m. at a home on North Calavera Street, not far from Cincinnati Avenue and Woodlawn Lake. Police say the boy was in the living room when multiple shots were fired at the home. He was hit in the back. The rest of the family was still sleeping at the time of the shooting, and they were not hurt. At last check, that child was in critical condition.
An off-duty Bexar County Sheriff's Sergeant on paid leave today after being arrested for a DWI overnight. The Sheriff's Office says Houston Ponds was stopped by SAPD around 2 a.m. in the 3200 block of Northwest Loop 410, the access road there. They arrested him for driving while intoxicated, now on unpaid administrative leave. Ponds is a 16-year veteran with BCSO, was assigned to the Law Enforcement Bureau as a patrol supervisor for West Patrol. The Sheriff's Office says a separate but concurrent administrative investigation underway, pending the outcome of the criminal case that's being handled by the San Antonio Police Department.
Is the sticker shock finally easing up? The Bexar Appraisal District will mail out and post new property values 1 week from today.
They are generally higher than last year, but not by the stunning increases we've been seeing. 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz got the scoop on what you can expect.
Not good news. Not good news.
Tony Hernandez's dread is understandable. His home's appraisal and taxes have gone through the roof.
It was a significant jump, especially when COVID hit and the prices of the homes skyrocketed. The homeowners really got punched in the gut.
This year, he may be relieved.
When people open up their notices, what do you think the responses are going to be?
Well, the first thing is there's not going to be a lot of people receiving notices this year as opposed to last year.
Bexar County's chief appraiser showed us the numbers. Home market values are up, but an average 2.4%, a far cry from last year's 16% and the year before that saw a whopping 28% jump. Why the reprieve? Values are set according to what homes in a neighborhood are selling for, and those mostly flattened last year.
What you care about is your tax bill. That's why the homestead exemption is so important. Last year, that exemption for school taxes increased to $100,000. So if your home is appraised at $350,000, you'll pay school taxes based on $250,000.
Also, the amount you're actually taxed on can't increase more than 10% a year.
Please make sure that your exemptions are on file. You have your homestead exemption. There's over 65. There's the disabled person. There's veterans exemptions. Please make sure, because that is going to be the biggest way to help offset the increases in taxes.
Tax rates, the other part of the equation, will be set in a few months. If you disagree with your appraisal, you can appeal. File notice online by May 15th. Hernandez says he likely will again.
If anything, it stops the bleeding and it just doesn't fix the wound.
Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
New at 5, the city of Uvalde officially naming Homer Delgado the chief of the Uvalde Police Department today. He joined that department about 11 months ago as the assistant chief. Delgado has been serving as interim chief. Just 2 weeks ago, Delgado met with Brett Cross, the guardian of Uzziah Garcia, who was one of the 19 children killed during the Robb Elementary shooting. Outside of the Uvalde Police Department, Cross was protesting the city's independent investigation of the law enforcement response to that shooting. Delgado publicly offered his support of that protest. He officially becomes chief on Saturday.
A major downtown landmark moving to a new location, and it's sparking more talk about a possible new arena for the Spurs downtown. UTSA planning to move the Institute of Texan Cultures to the Frost Tower. According to plans, the museum would be housed on the first floor of the Frost Tower for about 5 years. The time frame would allow university officials to find a new permanent location. The decision has some people wondering if the relocation is making way for the city to acquire land that could be used for another venue downtown, maybe for the Spurs. We asked City Manager Eric Walsh about the idea. He had no comment today. A statement released by the city reads, quote, The city's interest in an option to purchase the Institute of Texan Cultures, ITC, stems from the proximity of this property to Hemisphere and the potential development and redevelopment opportunities in the area, including expansion of the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center, a major renovation to the Alamo Dome, a land bridge over I-37 reconnecting Hemisphere to the east side of San Antonio, plus other public-private development opportunities as called for in the Hemisphere Master Plan. End quote. In other words, they didn't say no. We'll, of course, let you know what develops from here. I want to check out traffic right now and show you a developing situation. This is 410 and Jackson Keller. You can see one lane is blocked as well as the median. That looks to be a school bus that right there perhaps T-boned a vehicle. You can see a vehicle right in front of that car. Emergency officials are on the scene right now. We cannot tell you if there was anybody on the school bus as far as students. We can't tell you what school it was from. But again, this is 410 and Jackson Keller. Myra, did you see something you wanted to add?
Yeah, it looks like behind that bus, the TxDOT Hero vehicle arrived just in the last couple of minutes. We've been watching this, trying to get some more information about what happened. Adam Caskey even keeping an eye on it for us and just gave us that update. The TxDOT vehicle is there on the scene. Definitely a scary situation anytime there's a school bus involved, of course, but we're going to try to find out more and bring you any kind of update we can.
Yeah, our news desk working on it right now, but you can see it looks like a police official actually walking around that vehicle in front of the school bus right now.
Okay, let's turn to the Eclipse. Do you have yours yet? Those all-important Eclipse glasses.
At KSAT, your Eclipse Authority, and we've got you covered rather than your eyes. We've got your eyes covered, is what we should say, too. Happening right now, Mike Osterhage, Justin Horn, live out at Metro Health on Padre Drive for our Eclipse glasses giveaway. And they are not alone. Look at all the people out there.
No, we are not. Oh, yeah. Big crowds, big crowds. Yeah, we're at the Metro Health Public Health Fest. And there are big crowds out here. It's a big event. It's an important event for folks here in San Antonio. We're at Mission County Park.
Yep.
And we're going to be giving away some glasses today, but there's a lot going on.
Oh, yes, indeed. And the man to tell us all about it, and the number one person praying for good weather on Monday, Mayor Ron Nuremberg. Thank you for joining us.
Great to be with you.
Your Honor. All right. Tell us all about this. What a great turnout here.
Yeah, we are kicking off Fiesta in style with National Public Health Week here at Mission County Park, and lots of booths for people to learn about how to stay healthy, healthy eating, healthy activities, disease prevention. But we're also celebrating some great accomplishments in the San Antonio community with respect to community health.
Yeah, I hear folks can get food and they can get vaccinations and things like that, correct?
That's right. We really have the center of gravity for public health in our community at the Metro Health Department in San Antonio, and this is a celebration of what they do, but also bringing all their services and awareness into the community.
And the best part about it is this is all free to the folks as well, and there are booths set up all around, like we were talking about. Yeah. It is kind of a little appetizer, if you will, or warm-up to Fiesta. There's even a farmer's market back there, and as long as they go see all of these different services that provide, and that's what really is so great is having all of these services, and it's just a matter of getting the word out to people that these things are here for them, right?
Absolutely, and it's also to recognize the entire community for the great progress we've made. We announced today that City Health, which monitors the 75 major cities in America, names San Antonio a gold medal winner, one of only 7 communities in the country, the only city in Texas to get a gold medal in public health through City Health. So it's an amazing accomplishment. And the It's Time Texas Community Challenge, which is a challenge statewide to get communities active, goes from January to March every year. We won it for the 9th time. We actually had the highest score once again in our category, and so we have 9 trophies for public health in Texas. These are Tom Brady numbers. We're looking for our 10th trophy next year. That'll be Bill Russell.
He was posing like Tom Brady.
Yes.
All right, for Monday, being optimistic, there are your official Weather Authority, Eclipse Authority, Eclipse glasses.
And we're going to be giving out a lot more. We've already got a line forming, and we're going to be giving out glasses here for the next couple of hours, and we're going to be back here in about 30 minutes to fill you in on that, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
All right. The mayor, Mike, Justin, if you missed out today for the giveaway, there is another giveaway tomorrow at the IKEA in Live Oak. Adam Caskey will be out there live beginning at 5 o'clock. 300 Eclipse glasses will be handed out on a first-come, first-served basis until supplies run out. Again, that's the IKEA store in Live Oak on IKEA Randolph Brooks Federal Credit Union Parkway.
I bet he won't have the mayor.
Well, since you mentioned it, Mayor, you mind coming out? Let's see if he does. Come on, Mayor. I'll give you some.
He's too busy
glasses.
for that. He's too busy for that.
Maybe an early Fiesta medal that are just in, but not unveiled yet.
All right.
Okay. He's not coming. 88 degrees today. That's 10 degrees above average in San Antonio. Made it to 91, Del Rio, Carrizo Springs, and Cotulla. Obviously above average and warm out there today, just not overly humid. 91 in Del Rio right now in Warren's backyard. 89 in Schertz, Santa Maria, 88 degrees. We're just well into the 80s everywhere. New Braunfels, Michael's backyard, 86, and Lavernia at 89. As we go through the evening, a clear sky, light southerly wind at 5 to 10. Comfortable temperatures will cool off nice and efficiently. By 8 o'clock, we're in the upper 70s. 10 o'clock at 72 and midnight at 66. Tomorrow morning, stepping out the door, 53 in San Antonio. And for the most part, we'll be in the low to mid 50s for low temperatures tomorrow morning. Noticeable changes into the weekend. We'll talk about that, help you prepare, and an update to the all-important Eclipse forecast, tracking the systems headed our way.
All right, thanks, Adam. Straight ahead here, the eclipse, not the only big attraction up above in our skies. The famed Thunderbirds are in town this weekend, where you can go see them next.
Quick look at what we're working on for the News at 6. He's claiming self-defense, but an eyewitness is saying that was not the case. We're going to take you inside the courtroom for the Tavares Anderson murder trial. All that and more coming up at 6 o'clock.
Meanwhile, we want to get an update on this school bus accident. You can see there, it looks like a bus and a car were involved in this accident. We have seen more cones placed out, a bigger perimeter around that bus created, lanes blocked off. We've not yet confirmed what school district this school bus belongs to, but we do have our team making those calls right now as we speak. We also don't know if there were any children on board this bus, but we're keeping close eyes on it here at 410 and Jackson Keller. Obviously, you can see traffic being affected both on the main lanes. It is at a standstill on the access road. That's what's going on here. As soon as we have further information, we will make sure to bring it to you.
I'm guessing because we haven't seen a bigger response than that, there may not be any students on board that bus.
Yeah, that would be the hope.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, happening this weekend, the famed Thunderbirds are in San Antonio for the Great Texas Air Show out at Joint Base San Antonio Randolph. Our cameras on base when the crew arrived in town. The Thunderbirds certainly a big draw for plane enthusiasts, and according to JBSA's website, admission is free. The gates open both Saturday and Sunday at 9. The performances start at 11, and the Thunderbirds hit the sky at 3 on both of those days.
We've been talking so much about the eclipse, but that's another event that the weather is important to keep an eye on.
Well, we have Valero Texas Open going on right now.
Right.
And
opening day today, yeah.
Yes, and the weather will impact both the Valero Texas Open and the Air Show, and I think more so the Air Show on Saturday in the form of low fog, drizzle, and just low clouds most of the day. The ceilings are going to have a tough time lifting for those planes, but I don't know exactly what kind of ceiling they need in order to fly. We have to look into that, but the ceilings will be low on Saturday, so I'd go to the Air Show on Sunday. Anyway, let's get right to it. Tomorrow, 53 in the morning, sunny day. Right, if only we could have this for the events this weekend and even the eclipse, but no, that'd be too easy. 85 the high temperature, a bit breezy, southeasterly wind at 10 to 20. 86 Castroville tomorrow, Bulverde 81, New Braunfels 85. The humidity surges into place for Saturday. That gives us the morning fog and drizzle, dampness, but no real rain, and then just cloudy the rest of the day. Those clouds will lift just a little bit into the afternoon. A few showers possible Saturday night, overnight while we're sleeping. Odds are against it, maybe 20%. And then Sunday, sunny, low humidity. That's definitely the best day this weekend for the outdoor activities. We're just getting right to the 7-day before I hop into the eclipse forecast. As we get into Monday, storm-wise, after the eclipse, a few storms possible, could be strong. Same with late Tuesday into early Wednesday. Higher odds late Tuesday into early Wednesday. And this time of year and in this situation, anything that pops up could be strong to severe. Now the eclipse forecast. we're sticking with right now a 60% chance of a partially blocked view of the eclipse. So clouds out there partially blocking it, some gaps possible in the clouds, maybe even translucent clouds so you can see through them a bit. So we think it's likely to be visible between or through some of the clouds, just a 40% chance of absolutely no visibility because of low clouds. Here's the situation. Upper disturbance over California, that brings us the pre-eclipse cold front Saturday night, which will be also impacting the eclipse. And then the system over Alaska, that brings us the high thin clouds. Here's the setup. These two systems track across the lower 48 here. First one brings a cold front Saturday night. Second one sets us up with this southwesterly flow aloft, which almost always guarantees high thin cirrus clouds. The question is, how thick are those cirrus clouds going to be? And will there be many breaks between those cirrus clouds? That we will know, especially as we get into this weekend with more high resolution data. Let's talk about that cold front. Moves through Sunday morning, pushes the humid air and the low clouds along the Gulf coastline. So Sunday's a beautiful, sunny, dry day. But then the front dissipates and that humidity surges back in Sunday night into Monday morning before the eclipse. And that pattern around here leads to low gray overcast around sunrise. Sometimes the clouds can break by 9 a.m. Sometimes they don't clear out until 1, 2 p.m. We will have those details coming up in the days ahead. But I think we'll be able to see the eclipse in parts of our area partially blocked.
All right. Thank you, Adam.
Larry has sports next.
I feel like it's kind of weird playing on your birthday, but it's just kind of the way it is and kind of the nature of our job, I guess.
Happy birthday to Justin Lauer. He turns 35 today and celebrated with a bogey-free round, taking the lead at the VTO in big board sports. The 102nd Valero Texas Open teed off this morning at TPC San Antonio, the Oaks course. The 18th hole is beautiful. This is a huge week for the field as golfers look to get ready for the Masters next week, while other golfers, well, they need to win to make the first major of the season. It's a beautiful day to play golf. Let's go live to TPC San Antonio, where Mary Rominger has more. Mary?
Yes, it's a beautiful day to play golf, Larry, but it's also windy, which has certainly played a factor here on day one. Rory McIlroy, the biggest name in the field and the second-ranked golfer in the world, has been on both sides of the windy conditions today. Like when the wind assisted his birdie putt on hole 8, Max Homa sunk the longest putt of the day, nearly 40 feet on hole 9 for birdie. Homa trails only Justin Lauer's 66.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't hit it great, but I managed my game pretty well, and obviously I putted well and my short game was on, which I've been working very hard on those things, so it's nice to see the hard work pay off. So.
Lauer has a 2-stroke lead atop the leaderboard, but wait, Akshay Bhatia just jumped all the two spots. He's now in second, and Homa, McCarthy, and Alexander trail. Larry, I cannot wait to see what all unfolds tomorrow. It's been a great day of golf.
And thank you very much, Mary. So after losing a close game to Denver Tuesday night, the Spurs are now in New Orleans getting ready to play the Pelicans tomorrow night. This morning, a shoot-around, Zach Collins talked about the Spurs' final 6 games of the season.
This last part of the season, unfortunately, we're not in a playoff picture, so we have to continue to get better for next season and build better habits. So these last 6 games are super important for our future. So we're really trying to lock in.
That's it for sports, so we'll be right back after the break.